Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with the toy room, and happy Super Bowl Sunday. I've been meaning to put this video out for about a week, but I've been busy, so I haven't had time to film the video, and it just works out that I'm filming it today on Super Bowl Sunday. Let me know down below who you guys want to win the Super Bowl this year. Me personally, I'm not actually like rooting for any team, but I am really excited for the halftime show with Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. I believe that's the whole lineup. I'm sure there's going to be some other surprise guests as well, so I'm really looking forward to that. But anyways, growing up, one of my favorite games of all time has been the NFL Street Series. I played that series. I put so many hours into that series growing up, especially NFL Street 2. That has been my favorite one out of the franchise. We can see here I have the whole collection. So NFL Street 1, this is where everything started, and this was a great game, but then NFL Street 2 came along and just like took everything, made it better, added exhibit to the game, added a really good story mode, great character customization, and you can see that I also have the variant here for the PSP. This was NFL Street 2 Unleashed. They were basically the same game with a little bit of differences on the PSP version. And then I have NFL Street 3 as well right here for the PSP, if the camera would focus. There we go. So we have NFL Street 3 for the PSP. So you can see I have the whole series. And growing up, my dad ended up buying me a football, and the football was the football used in the NFL Street 2 video game, or all the NFL Street video games. Having that football growing up was a really big part of my childhood, and you know, with all things from when you're a child, you don't care about it, you get rid of it after a while. And I've been trying to track this football down for the longest time, and I haven't been able to find one, or if I have found one, they are a bit overpriced. So I was searching on eBay the other day, and one popped up, and it was a pretty decent price. It was like 40 bucks, so I went ahead and ordered it. Now, the specific football is not shown on the cover of NFL Street 1 or 2. You can see it's just the generic football right there. But actually, if you go to the back, you can actually see the football in the screenshots right here, which I'll show a better look at that football. But even going to the NFL Street 2 cover, it's just a generic brown football. But then as you get to the back cover, you can actually kind of see in the screenshots the football. But you really see it really good on the NFL Street 2 Unleashed case, as you can see right there, that orange, white, and black iconic NFL Street football. And then obviously as you get to NFL Street 3, you get a nice close-up of it right there. So I went ahead, went on eBay, and actually got the football. So here is the NFL Street football right here. This is actually a pretty rare item. You don't see a lot of these listed, and actually while I was looking for this was the only one in this color that was available, and this is pretty much the main color that's used in the game. So this is like the football that you want to get. But there are other variants. There are just an orange and black one that doesn't have the white stripe, and there's also a purple and black one, blue and black, and green and black, and then there's like variations of all of those. So there's like purple, white and black, and then just a purple and black. There's a whole like collection of these footballs, but this is the most iconic one that was actually like used primarily in the game. And even when I was searching for this one, there was a few other ones that were listed, but it was some of the other colors, and this was just literally like a week ago, and I was checking just before I made this video, and there's none listed. So I guess they all sold out pretty quickly. So it just goes to show you like how rare these are to actually come by, because now there's not a single one listed on eBay. So right here you can see it's in decent condition. It's not bad. It definitely looked worse in the pictures that I got before purchasing it, but once I got it in hand, it actually isn't too bad. It does obviously need to be cleaned up a little bit, but overall it's not in bad condition. The white definitely needs to be cleaned up. It's more of like an off-white now, especially like on this side. You can see some of the dirt marks. Obviously this has been played with, but the logos are pretty much all still intact. There's like one little piece of the Wilson missing right there. The NFL Street logo is still in perfect tact. And then on this side, the Wilson logo is pretty much flawless, and same with the NFL Street logo. So we're just going to do a quick restoration on this. I did want to kind of just show this off because this is a rare piece that you don't really find too often. So we're just going to restore this real quickly, and this is just a video of just me kind of showcasing the football. So first thing we need to do is obviously fill this up with air. You can see it is a bit deflated. Then once we fill it up with air, I'm just going to get some soap and water and like an old toothbrush and just kind of give this a quick scrub down. I think that's all it's going to need, really. It's not in bad shape, and really I can put it on display the way it is, and it's not terrible. So yeah, let's go fill this up with air. It's raining outside, so that's going to be fun, but I have to go outside and get my pump, fill it up with air, and then we're going to continue to scrubbing this down. Alright, you guys, I'm in the car with my little tire inflator thing. As you can see, it's pouring rain right now, but I'm going to get the football, see if I can do this all one-handed. and find the air hole portion of the football. There it is. And stick the needle in like so, and turn it on. Oh yeah, that is much better. Give it a little more. Oh yeah. Okay, we're in business now. Yep, we are good. Deflate it a little bit. Let's try and get this out. Oh man, this port is like super tight. I don't know why. There we go. Okay, so we're good to go. No more deflation. Let's go clean this thing off. All right, you guys, so voiceover time. So all I did was get a old toothbrush, some water, and some Dawn dish soap, mixed it all up, and got right to scrubbing. And we started here with the white section, because obviously the white sections are the dirtiest, so it's going to be the hardest to get the stains out of. And you'll see the biggest difference whether the stains and dirt all come out or if they don't come out in the white part versus the black or the orange, obviously, since those are darker colors. But as you can see, it cleaned up really well, and I was incredibly impressed with just how well it cleaned up. That spot right there is the only spot that I really couldn't get the scuff out of, but I mean, it came out incredibly well. As you can see, a quick before and after here. This is what it looked like before. It was really dirty. It was that off-white color, and now we just have a nice bright and vibrant white, and I was incredibly impressed. And we're just going to continue that process all throughout the football. Obviously, the black sections aren't going to require as much work because they are black, so you don't really see the dirt as much, but we did want to at least give it a quick pass to obviously get the dirt that's in there out. And then same with the orange part right here, just going ahead and giving it a quick pass. The orange really wasn't bad at all. And then as we get to this section here, you can see all these little like orange marks. We're gonna hope that scrubs out. And while I'm going over the Wilson logo, I am applying way less pressure because I obviously don't want to damage that logo. So as you can see with these orange spots, they did not come off, but we are going to take a look at that and fix that later on in the video, so that's not a big deal. You can see we have a really big scuff on the white portion right here, so we're obviously going to try and get that off, but we are going to be careful around the NFL Street logo, and again, not use too much force on that logo because you don't want to rip it off or damage it in any way. So just passing over it very lightly. But then the rest of the football, obviously you can apply pressure to, and you can see that scuff came out beautifully. It pretty much just all disappeared, and I was very impressed with that and very happy with the way it came out. And even the logo cleaned up really nicely as well. So we're just going to continue on, and I just gave this section just one more pass through really quickly because there were a little bit more dirt marks that I just wanted to get removed. Now going through this section again, just light pressure on the NFL Street logo, and then just going around the black section really quickly and thoroughly just to get all the dirt out of there. And then on the little lace loop, I think this is the laces of the football on this little section right here, go ahead and giving it a lot of force because it is a tough section to get through. The material is rougher, so not all the dirt came out of there, but a good majority did. And then on this orange section, just giving it a quick pass, and again, just light pressure on that Wilson logo so that we don't damage it in any way. And then the last black section here, again, just another quick pass through. And then I did want to make sure to get the points of the football because that is a spot where there was a lot of dirt trapped in, and obviously you don't get that on your initial pass through. So just make sure to do that really quickly. And then going through it, obviously this looks 100 times better. It honestly looks like a brand new football. It looks way better than when we started the video. But now we have this section to take care of, and all I did was just take a Sharpie, and all those little orange marks that were there, I just started dabbing them up with the Sharpie. I didn't really color it in, I really just like dabbed it because I didn't want to use too much ink from the Sharpie, because there is a difference in the finish from the Sharpie obviously than the football, so you will notice a difference. So I want it to be as minimal as possible with the application of the Sharpie, so I just went through and just started dabbing it up. All the orange little scuffs that were on there, just went through, dabbed it up until everything was pretty much covered in black. And I mean, that is pretty much it. It speaks for itself. Alright, you guys, and we are back, and here it is. This thing cleaned up incredibly well, way better than I thought it was actually going to. So if you guys remember in the beginning of the video, the white was basically like a beige off-white color, and now it's pretty much back to white, which I didn't think it was going to get to. I thought honestly I was going to have to paint it. But yeah, it came out really well. The only scuff that I couldn't get out is like right here. I don't know if you guys can see that little line right there. And pretty much all the dirt and everything that was kind of embedded in there pretty much came out, and the black came out pretty good. I don't know if you guys were able to really tell with that technique I was doing with all the scuffs, like the orange scuffs that were on here. You can see the reflection as the light hits it, but I just took a Sharpie to those sections, and you know, when the light doesn't hit it, which let me cut off the light, you can see obviously it blends in really well, but we're gonna cut that light back on. So obviously if you're shining a light on it, you can see a difference in like the finish from the matte finish to the shiny finish on the Sharpie. But other than that, you know, it stands out way less than having all those orange marks all across the black. The logos came out really nice as well. Pretty much, which logo was it? This one had some scuffs that I really couldn't get out, and I didn't want to scrub too hard, but most of the scuffs that were on there pretty much all came out, which I was extremely happy about. And this part could probably use like another pass or two. This was hard to kind of get the dirt out of the little finger loops right here. What are these called? I know the name of it. Is it the laces? I forget, but whatever this portion is that you hold the football with, that could use probably a little bit more of a cleanup, but it is harder to get in there, and the material that it's made out of is a little bit harder to get to. But overall, I think it came out pretty nice, and now I have a perfect display piece for my collection. I have a part of my childhood back, because like I said, this was something that my dad got me back in the day, and I spent so many years playing with this football, and just having it with my one of my favorite franchises of all time, but specifically one of my favorite games of all time. This was actually on my top 10 GameCube games in my collection video that I did the other day. This is a game that I still play regularly till this day. Every time my cousin comes over, we definitely get a few matches in NFL Street. And now I have the football back from my childhood. This rare piece, it's actually pretty hard to find, that I got at a decent price. I don't know if I mentioned before, this was 40 bucks on eBay. So really good price. Pretty good condition, wasn't too bad when I got it, and I definitely just made it look 100 times better now that we cleaned it up. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a little bit different and unique, having, you know, a football restoration video, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with your friends. Be sure to follow me on Instagram. That link's in the description down below. And if you haven't already, comment down below what you're most excited for the Super Bowl tonight, what team you're going for, if you're excited for the halftime show, whatever your thoughts on the Super Bowl or the NFL are. Drop them down below. And that's pretty much it for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. As always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.